In this edition of the Maryland Rivalry, hat tricks from Jordan Lipkin and Corey Edmondson helped lead number 7 Maryland women's lacrosse to a 13-11 victory over Johns Hopkins. Since the year 2000, Maryland women's lacrosse has never lost to Johns Hopkins with an improbable record of 20-0, a trend that would be continued in this year's matchup.
That's really cool. I didn't really know that, but that's sick. I guess it's a good in-state rivalry, so very fun, exciting to know, and I guess we'll just keep that going.
Blue Jays Lacey Downey and Charlotte Smith got the scoring started early to give Hopkins an early advantage, but not long after, Maryland senior Jordan Lipkin would erupt for 3 first-quarter goals to put the Terps up 2 after 1.
I think it's very important. You need to start getting goals in the net, and especially when they start with a goal, you have to respond, and if you don't, you're gonna end up going down. So I think staying calm, there's so much game to play. It doesn't really matter. Whatever happens in the first 5 minutes isn't gonna determine what the game is going to end up being. So I think it's just staying calm, posed, knowing our game plan, and just doing what we know to do.
Goalie J.J. Suriano had a strong day in goal with 9 saves, multiple coming from point-blank range and in crucial moments of the game. Maryland's Corey Edmondson reaches 40 goals on the season in today's game as the Terps enter the half with a 3-goal lead.
I just like how we never gave up. We kept responding, and again, we've had great games in the draw circle, and we didn't today. They beat us in draws, 17-10. That's pretty significant. So the fact that defensively we're making great stops, coming up with the ball to give us more offensive possession was key. It was a really a good game where it was a really good, well-rounded game.
The Terps and the Blue Jays would go back and forth for a lot of the second half, but Maryland would never give up the lead and win the game with a final score of 13-11. Maryland will return home on Wednesday to play their first game of the Big Ten tournament. For Terrapin Sports Central from the Plex, I'm Luke Tobacco.